looking ahead quickly to Tottenham, League Cup semi-final, first leg coming up in midweek. Less than 3 weeks since that incredible 6-3 win at the same ground. Postecoglou, who's made it pretty clear throughout the season that he's not going to change. So can we expect another one of those 6-3 like spectaculars?
Yeah, I mean, you've got every chance, haven't you? I don't think Tottenham's defence is going to be looking any better in terms of personnel. They've got real fitness issues there, haven't they? I feel a bit for Ange, actually, because I don't think that's being talked about enough as one of the reasons they are so bad at the moment. It's so makeshift, that defence, isn't it? And that's a big part of the problem. And for me, I kind of saw the League Cup as, it's a competition where Liverpool should continue to rotate, to make sure that they don't drive the players into the ground. But actually, the way this has fallen now, with the FA Cup game at the weekend, I actually think Liverpool should go full strength to kind of keep the rhythm up, and then those players come back in for the Nottingham Forest game the following week. I think that's the way they should go about it, and then heavily rotate for the FA Cup. So I think Liverpool could go full strength for this one, and even if it doesn't end up in a kind of a 6-3 hammering, should still be extremely confident of winning this. Spurs still have all the same issues. You know exactly how they're going to approach it. I think Liverpool should be able to get at them, and if you can build up a decent first leg lead, maybe even gives you a chance to make not full rotation for the second leg, but a few changes for that one, and maybe mix it up a little bit, particularly with the Anfield factor there. So it's one that Liverpool should be kind of looking forward to, and especially to get the United game out of the system as well. So should have every confidence to getting a result there.
Well, speaking about United game out of the system, would you start Trent or bring Bradley in for this one?
It's just, I mean, the problem Slot has got here is that if he does go relatively full strength, or as close to that as possible, and then Trent isn't in that team, it's not a great look, is it? It kind of is a commentary on his performance, and I've no doubt he will defend him again in the press conference today. So it's, I probably don't think he can do that, to be honest. I think he'll look at the Accrington game as a chance to give Conor Bradley minutes as well. So, maybe that nudges him closer to that becoming a genuine competition at right back. But with Trent, I think he's going to have to start, because he does need to get it out of his system. He does need to play better than he did, and I'm sure he will. We can't always sort of be focused on the last game is how it's always going to be. We do that too much in football. Trent's a brilliant player and has been brilliant this season. So I'm sure if he does play, and I expect him to play, that he'll be back to his best, or at least close to it.
Yeah, and especially as you mentioned earlier, Bradley only just coming back from injury, he might not be ready to start a high intensity game, which is going to be back and forth all game. And I think we will learn a lot about Trent's situation and mindset if he does start this game. If he puts in another shock of a performance, then I'd really start to worry. If he fights back and takes the criticism and uses it as fuel to get better and puts in a great performance, then I don't think there's too much to worry about. So yeah, I would start Trent in this game with Bradley against Accrington.